Jengi Forest Lesson. Once upon a time, in the lush, green forests of Central Africa, near a small village called Baka, there lived a group of children who loved to explore. These children were curious and full of energy, always chasing after the shining beetles that buzzed and shimmered in the sunlight. Their names were Luma, a girl with bright eyes and a big laugh, and Kato, her brother, who was known for his quick feet and clever ideas. They loved playing in the woods because it was their special place, a world full of secrets, sounds, and surprises. One sunny afternoon, after a long morning of chasing glowing beetles and trying to catch them in their hands, Luma and Kato found themselves at the edge of a quiet grove. The trees here grew tall and thick, and the air was filled with a gentle hum. As they stepped into the grove, they saw something strange, an old, wise-looking spirit sitting calmly among the trees. The spirit looked kind and gentle, with eyes that sparkled like the stars in the night sky. The spirit was the forest itself, or so the villagers believed, an ancient guardian who watched over the trees and animals. Today, the spirit had a special message for the children. "Hello, little ones," the spirit said softly. "I see you love to chase the shining beetles. But tell me, what do you carry with you? Are there snares hidden in your pockets?" Luma and Kato looked at each other, surprised. They didn't understand what snares were at first, but then Kato remembered the traps they sometimes set to catch small animals for food. They weren't proud of it, but it was just what the village did sometimes. The spirit chuckled gently. "Snares may catch animals, but they also harm. I want to teach you something better, something joyful and kind. Would you like to make a different kind of exchange today?" The children nodded eagerly, curious to hear more. The spirit reached into the air and pulled out two beautifully carved flutes. "Here," the spirit said, handing each of them a small flute. "You can trade your snares for these flutes. Instead of trapping, you can create music. Instead of harm, you can bring joy." Luma and Kato looked at the flutes, then at each other. They realized that instead of catching animals, they could make beautiful sounds, music that everyone could enjoy. They thought about it and decided to give up their snares in exchange for the flutes. As they played the flutes, the forest seemed to come alive. Birds chirped along, and the breeze carried their melodies through the trees. The spirits smiled, pleased with their choice. Now, this story isn't just about trading snares for flutes. It's a lesson for all of us about changing habits that might hurt others or ourselves. Think of a bad habit you have, maybe being impatient or not listening carefully. Now, imagine trading that for a good habit, like patience or paying attention. Just like Luma and Kato chose to exchange snares for songs, we can choose to replace harmful habits with positive ones that make us and those around us happier. So, the next time you find yourself doing something you know isn't good, remember the forest spirit's lesson. Instead of doing what's easy or harmful, try to find something better, something that brings joy and kindness. And that, my friends, is the story of the Jengi Forest Lesson, a story about the power of joyful exchange and choosing kindness over harm. Thanks for listening, and remember, sometimes the best way to catch happiness is to trade something not so good for something beautiful.